Hello and welcome back to Divinity Original Sin. Let's pick up where we left off in this tomb here, where we just defeated Rage Quinn. And apparently we just get out on the other side randomly. Let's take a look at the map. Okay, so we're kind of just slightly ahead of where we ended up going into this dungeon. Let's take a look and see if we can actually just go back there and see. Don't want to miss anything like loot or something like that. Let's take another look at the map. You've discovered waypoints. These allow quick travel between any of the waypoints you visited so far. Okay, waypoint portal. There's a shell there. Let's see if we can find that guy that was talking before.
Woe is me, dry air my soul.
I can't see him. Oh really, that's a big shell. Oh really?
Yield me unto the water.
Ishmael. That is so awesome. Look, look, a wanderer comes my way, walking the sands upon which this poor shell must suffer. Who are you, Sir Shell? Call me Ishmael, son of the sea, an outcast upon these wretched shores, an exiled shell doomed to live under a canopy of arid sky, not his native tender water. Okay, let's see. It seems strange that you can talk. I'm gonna go with that one. Of course I can talk, don't be silly, there's more tongue to me than heart. Indeed the surprise should be mine, for I still remember the days when your kind swung from branches and plucked the vermin out of the neighbor's fur. Okay, let's see, I'm gonna go with you don't seem to remember the past very fondly. Time is an indulgent mistress to one who spends happy hours as she passes. But when your existence is one of misery, she becomes a lethargic harpy. Let's see. Oh, I remember ancient times, for I have lain here since antiquity, when the ruins around us were places and the sun bleached dead merry children. All this I have seen alive alone, alas. You say that you're doomed. My fate is a cruel one, I assure you. How many snot-noses have held me up against their dirty little ears, only to claim they can hear the ocean. Of course they hear her, the brats. We're on the very edge of the great aquatic mother whose embrace I so desperately long for. So it's the sea's embrace you're long for. Yes, yes. I, King of Pearls, ache to repose anew on his coral throne. Hurl me towards the water, swing me as far as your arm strength gives lease and treasure. Long sunk I will grant thee. I should decide what to do with you. This is a cooperative dialogue. It allows you to roleplay discussions between the two main characters. Okay. What do you say, kind knight? Will you return the King of Pearls to the sea, so he may yield you long-lost treasure? I'm gonna go with kindness is its own reward, and then there's the promise of treasure to boot. Let's throw him into the sea. Agreed, let's send him home. Liberator, kind benefactor, bless me with the might of your sea-bound pitch.
The sea, I have returned, where every wave feels like a mermaid's kiss. May the bounty of the deep be yours, along with my eternal gratitude.
Okay, so he threw up a chest. Let's see. Corroded copper amulet and some gold. Not bad for helping a poor shell. No, we should not be sneaking. I wanted to open the inventory. Reputation, we got some good reputation there, I guess. Let's see here, we have a waypoint portal, we have some wooden crates that probably are empty. No? We have some arrowheads. Let's just click on the waypoint portal. Okay, so we can't go anywhere there. Let's explore further down here to the seashore. There's a shell there as well. Well, we can't go left of that rock. Let's go and pick up some of the wooden crates up here. Nothing in those. Let's see, is there anything here? Branch. We can pick these up. Maybe I should use that key more often to see loot on the ground. Crafting and cooking. How the hell am I supposed to see that without... Oh, there it is. It's a book and it's over there. Let's not pick up the sword. Doesn't seem like there is much else that I can do here. There's a net over here. Doesn't look like I can use that. This area seems pretty empty to me. So let's go talk to these guys. You can barter with almost all characters. Use the diamond icon in the dialogue pane to start bartering. Hold it right there, orc scum. No one slips past the Legion unchallenged. Yeah, these guys are clearly affected by something that the mages cast on them. Calm down, Junius. Doesn't look like one of them orcs to me, not a single horn in sight, you know. Just hold your tongue, will you, Bibius? Can't be too careful, we're sworn to protect the Cyseal. Okay, who are you? We are legionnaires, of course, on the lookout for orcs. They've been attacking from the sea. God knows why they do it, but we stand firm. We are the Legion, liberators of Ribelon. Liberators of liquor too, aren't we, old chum? Hehehe. Just pipe down, will you, Bibius? So you're liberators, you say? Hey, a noble word for a watchdog, for that is what we do, watch over the local dogs that ever so often aim for one another's throat. And separate them to keep the peace. Separate by the sword, that is. Best way to claim a wily dog is to neuter it. Ha! Spay to pay, Legion's motto. Okay. Just put a sock in it, will you, Bibius? Seems like you've been enjoying a drink or two. Ever kept the watch, stood out on the lookout for hours on end, bored stiff? Boredom is a demon buddy and booze is the demon hunter. There, I do declare it's time for this hunter to take another shot. Huzzah! I'd like to ask you a few more questions about Consort Jake. So it's Jake you're looking for. Ship sailed on that one, I'm afraid. Fellow's dead murderer. What can you tell me about Jake's murder? Can't tell you much more except that I heard he was found face down in a puddle of blood, being used as a water fountain by his own pet mongrel. They say 'twat his wife that did it, and I'd bet a bottle of brandy they're right. A devilish flirt, that one. As if that proves anything, you just keep your trap shut, will you, Bibius? Let's see, tell me more about the orcs. Bunch of barbaric bastards, the lot of them. They'll kill your spouse and eat your children. We've been putting up a fight against them, to be sure. But they have the strength of an ox in every single one of their fingers. It takes an army to dress down a dozen. Well, we did bring a legion. Just bite your lip, will you, Bibius? Okay, so these guys are probably not friends. Let's ask the last question. I believe we're close to Cyseal. Cyseal, yes, where fishermen come to live and street dogs come to die. Now which one of the two would you be then? Just cut the crackle, will you, Bibius? Now then, stranger. If it is the city of Cyseal you're looking for, you're heading in the right direction, even though most folks are trying to escape rather than reach the damn place these days. Not that I can blame them, this place is cursed, I tell you. First the dead rise from the graves, and then entire tribes of orcs sound the trumpets of war. You'd take to the rye for less. I'll take my leave. Hold on, not so quickly. You may not be an orc, but that doesn't mean I trust some outlander wandering the beach. Who's to say you're not a spy? Come on, I'm taking you to the wizard. He'll squeeze the truth out of you one way or another. Okay. Let's see. Agreed. The wizard is bound to know more about what's going on around here. Himizohan, come on, we're not far from the city. This seems like a very deep trap, actually.
And yours, Bibius. Here goes. Goes down as smooth as burning needles. I'll be damned if it doesn't get you more hammered than an anvil.
Greetings.
Let's see here. Barter with Bibius. He's got some raw meat and a minor healing potion. Do we have anything that we want to get rid of? Wow, that's very expensive. Let's get rid of the branches. We don't want that. Cup of water. Let's not get rid of that. Arrowhead. Cloth bracers. Not. Nope. So that's 12. Ingredient or food. A washboard. Let's sell that. No, not gonna happen. A bowl. Log. We want that. You can open and use containers to organize your inventory. Well, no, I don't want to reset. No, why the hell did I do that? I misclicked, seriously. I just gave him a couple of branches, that's fine. Source Hunter's Earth Staff. Do they have separate money? They do. Interesting. Well, so I just gave them. I'll take my leave.
Bye.
Wow, that was so stupid. I just gave him a couple of branches. No matter, no matter.
Let's have another drink while we still can.
Okay, so we actually need to go in here. We need to go in here. We have some mushrooms up here. Anything else? Oh, so they actually follow us. Why would they do that? Some water staff. Okay. So we have some orcs over here.
What the hell is happening down there? Orcs! Bloody orcs! Come, let's go back to the bridge. Let the source hunters handle them big brutes. Careful. Those beasts are dead.
Yeah. You just go back. So got a hammer and a tomato. Let's see, is there anything else? Anything else? Wooden crate. There's a bow. And a sword and some other stuff. That's pretty nice. Okay, so there's more orcs coming. Before we do anything, let's compare. Training sword. Can I compare it? Okay, yes I can. No. Level difference. Okay, so I'm level 1, which means that's a penalty for me to use that. That's gonna be the same with that. That's so not worth it, seriously. Maybe we're gonna have a higher offense rating with that. No, we're not. Okay, well. Let's go down here. These orcs, they're pretty huge. I wonder what the attitude means. Okay. So we made him fall down. Let's see, let's get the spider out. I really like the spider. Probably one of the best decisions I've made in this game to go for the spider. But it can't attack right now. So there's a black cultist. That hurts. The Orcs doesn't seem to be able to take too much damage. Let's do the spin now. That was pretty nice. Can't do anything more. We're gonna heal her. Then we're gonna move. So spider. Oh, but we can poison these. That's a pretty good news. Preserved 1 action point. I don't know if that really helps or not. We do get some experience for this. He cast, what was that? Elemental Havoc. Okay. Let's see, we missed. And we missed twice. That's pretty darn terrible. At least Roderick hit. That's always something. Let's see if Spider-Man can hit him as well. Nope. Spider-Man, you're terrible. Terrible at this. He is really close to dying now, and he really wants to kill my spider. And we killed him and gained a level. Let's move up close to the black cultist. Miss. That's the bad thing about the spider though. I feel like it has pretty darn low AP. Like it can't move that far. And then attack. On the other hand, it can do pretty heavy attacks. Nice. Let's see, 57%. Yeah, I'm not gonna hit that, are you? Not gonna. You failed twice?
Those orcs had a human commander. How very curious and disquieting.
Disquieting? Poison arrow, thank you. Poison resistance potion. Potato. Minor healing potion. Let's see. Magical armor potion. That is nice. That is nice. We have a shell up here. Oh, we can loot these orcs. That's really nice. Should probably loot all the orcs that I can loot. That's would be stupid to not loot the corpses and stuff. Let's go ahead and grab the barrels. Did we check out this barrel down here? Is there anything on the shore here? That's quite an interesting ship. Okay, so before we go in, let's take a look at the level so we can improve something. Okay, so we can oh, okay, I understand how this works now. Nasty deeds. Okay, so these are not something we're gonna focus on with this character.
This place reeks of orc stench.
Craftsmanship, personality. Boost initiative and damage. Yeah. Don't really want any of those. We're gonna go with something in personality. I'm gonna go with charisma. I like charisma. Oh, and we can spend 1 point here as well. None of our skills carry increased weight blah blah blah. I'm gonna go with Constitution because we need more action points. Let's go to this guy. No. No. See, what element is this? Penalty 10%. Okay, let's go with intelligence. Cool. And Not gonna use any personality things with this character. You're gonna go with Lore Master though. Let's go talk with this guy. What's all this ruckus sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's last mackerel. But I see we've suffered another orc landing, and judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can only come to one conclusion. Source hunters have arrived in Cyseal. You're as welcome as a glass of cold milk on a hot day, my friend. I am Aru at your service. It was I who requested your presence here in the troubled city. You see, I am sure Source is tangled into the murder of current Councillor Jake, but Captain Arius, commander of the Legion in Cyseal, insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all but the undead. Concerning Councillor Jake's murder, why are you convinced sorcery was used? It's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel it in my very whiskers that foul magic was at play. Okay, you have whiskers? Visit the scene of the crime and I'll bet sardines for salad that you'll say the same. You can find it in the King Crab Inn, by the way. The scene of the crime, I mean. The Legion has it under guard. Let's see, the orcs we dispatched, they were led by a human. A human, you say, truly, but that would be like a kitten leading a wolf pack. And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts, a shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. Some say they're sorcerers, but people will say that about anyone who behaves a bit strangely nowadays. What exactly is the trouble you're having with the undead? The undead. Well, they're Cyseal's main threat, aren't they? They've been clawing their way out of the ground for 2 years now, and for 2 years the stalemate between them and the living has been dragging on at a weary pace indeed. The Legion did a good job keeping them at bay, but I think it's fair to say that without my magic-infused ballista, they have gotten the better of us by now. Someone is responsible for the outbreak. Necromancers are at work, but who are they, and where do they hide? Alas, searching for them is like searching for a single louse in a lion's mane. From what I've seen and heard, this isn't the first time you've had problems with marauding orcs. Unfortunately, that is absolutely correct. The orc siege is yet another hairball stuck in the city's already choking throat, and it shows no signs of abating. We've a corner of the western beach where most of the orcs' activity have been reported. For the 9 lives of me, I can't seem to figure out what they're doing here. There's nothing of interest along the waterfront except for a set of caves with an unfavorable reputation. Maybe they're after some fictitious pirate treasure, the fools, ha! I'll take my leave. I'm glad we met, Source Hunter. I'm certain we have a lot more to talk about. Feel free to visit me whenever you want. I've set up a workshop in the Legion's headquarters. Once you're there, just take the stairs, but do pay a visit to Arias first. He may bark like a beagle with his tail stuck in the door, but you won't get very far in your investigation without speaking to the de facto leader of Cyseal. I wish you luck, Hunter. May your enemies prove to be mere mice and you the dauntless Mouser.
Sorcery.
The information was added in your journal. Press L to access it.
We have our work cut out for us.
At least we won't be bored. How about we go see that Aureus chap Arhu mentioned?
Let's see.
One day, Moira. One day, we'll show 'em off.
And I'll handle this threat for all our sakes.
She wouldn't hurt a fly, but I won't let you hurt a hole on her head.
Bringing your little orcish girlfriend here is like bringing a wolf to a hen house.
Okay. Well, nice. We're at Cyseal now. And this is going to be the end of this episode. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. Please Leave any comments and feedback in the section below. That would be awesome. And have a really nice day, and I'll see you on the next episode.